Hi, welcome back to my channel. I would like to discuss my recent visit that I had about 3 days ago. And I'm going to kind of start before the visit started to kind of explain how I went into the visit. So it started with, I had mentioned on my website that I have on Facebook about how I hurt my ankle, that I about tripped and hurt it. And this man that's on the my website page, whatever you want to call it, seen that, and he said he could send me some healing energies from Finland, which is where he's at. And if you're watching, hi. So I'm like, yeah, sure. And I just had such a positive feeling about it that I knew it was going to work, and it did. And what happened was he sent me, I hope I can explain it right, the way I understood it, is he sent me a healing light, and the light was healing my ankle. Within like a minute of him saying that he was going to start it, my ankle and half of my leg from like calf down was really warm, and it stayed that way until I went to sleep. I continued playing my color by numbers, and I didn't take my sleeping pills yet, and I'm feeling a slow like pulse from my knee down all the way down, and it was real subtle, where you really had to pay attention. And I don't remember what got my attention about that. So I'm sitting there and I'm feeling it, and I'm like, I wonder if that is a part of his healing energy that he sent me, or is it that my ETs are in the room and they're assisting? I still don't know. But thinking maybe they needed me asleep, because I think that sometimes they need me asleep to perform certain things. Maybe, I don't know. So I took my sleeping pills and I went to sleep. This is when the visit started. I woke up to body vibrations all over, real deep and intense. And it was just buzzing everywhere. And I opened my eyes because it was so intense. And I saw the most beautiful things. White energy was swirling right over me, and it was like rolling. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so close. I never seen that. And it was like white energy. It's so hard to explain. It was like a bunch of millions of white specks and black rolling energy. And it was so thick of energy, of the white energy. It was beautiful. And that was about 4 inches over my body on top. And then over that was the geometric shapes blanketing. And I'm like, this is amazing. I've never experienced that. And then I put my hand out to reach for it like I always do. And the geometric shapes kind of billowed out and touched my hand. And usually when I touch it and I pull my hand back, pieces of it comes off. And I always look at it and I, feel it. And you can slightly feel it crunching. I don't know what happened. I fell back to sleep. And then the most amazing thing happened. So I'm on my back asleep, and I woke up to what felt like something had jolted the bed, but they were on the sides of my body, like they were like over me, and it was like a jolt. And I opened my eyes and I kind of gasped, and I heard a man's voice on the side of my head say, "Dear one." I was so excited, and I looked around. I didn't see anybody, any extraterrestrial. I know sometimes when I channel, I hear them say "dear one," greetings, or beloved, but I never thought I would hear it outside of my head. And it was amazing. And it's true, when you channel, is sometimes in your own voice in your head. And the only way I can recognize it, because it's wisdom, it's love, and I get chills and energy, and I know that this is coming through. But it's the first time I heard a man's voice outside of my head, and it was like, "Dear one." Something tells me that they were trying to wake me up, and for what reason, I don't know, because they woke me up, the body vibrations, and then they jolted me. And they're not going to sit there and jolt me and say "dear one" and leave it like that. I need to try to make it a point where when they come and they wake me up and are persistent like that, or even just if they're not, to sit up and pay attention. And I hadn't had a visit like that in so long that I've been saying if it happened again, I would. I didn't expect it. And so I'm like, next time I will do it. I felt some movements the other night, the day after, and I don't know what it was or if I was dreaming or not. If it's real vague like that, it's hard for me to know if, was I dreaming about that? It could have been. My visits are usually undeniable. I don't think, I don't know. It was so mild that now when I thought about it the next day, I don't know if it was or not. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to end this video. Like and subscribe. As you know, I don't post as often as I should or on certain days. So I do it when I have a story to tell or an idea to say. I hope you guys are doing well. I love you all. Subscribe, like, comment. I'm going to send all of you love, light, and peace. Bye.